Here is my uncle when he was still a young boy in the dusty streets of Zwelithemba. It was called Quiz at that time.
I was a very active young man. My friends used to carry me on their shoulders and I had to sing. Sihambe so sebenza, umsebenzi wase-Afrika, amajoni. When we are going to start fighting and doing all those things, when we are about to throw stones at the whites now, then there must be something that inspires us.
I remember that because he was also throwing stones at cars, trying to help people whenever they are in difficulties politically.
In 1959, Zwelithemba Township rose up in solidarity with the nationwide protest against the Dompas. The Hex River Bridge became the battleground for a bloody confrontation as security police attacked the protesters with live ammunition. Simon and his friend Freddie Tukane were there on that day.
So all of us were coming running the side. Running towards the township. Others this way, others that way, others the other way around and the other way around. My friends jumped over the bridge and they shot me in my right thigh when I also decided to jump after the others, not knowing that I'm going straight to a stone waiting for me there. I didn't see Msentanga, but I lastly seen him at the X-Tex there. We missed one another at the X-Tex. He was coming his way and I was only running my way.
The assassin bumped me so that I fell down about several meters down there. I couldn't notice that my leg is broken. But when coming down there, I felt that no, there's a pain. I had to call upon someone to drag me under the bridge because people are going to see me. He said, no, I am also being shot. I can't wait for you. He is Simon Bahumi, Simon Buti Bahumi. And he grew up in front of me. I know his parents, his mother, sisters, and all that.
Simon Buti Bahumi was born in Villiersdorp in the Western Cape. His Sotho father died when he was just a child, and his struggling mother moved to Maflakeni squatter camp to be near his father's family. Now in his 70s and living in Zwelithemba, most people don't realize he is an unsung freedom fighter.
There was a day we made a meeting because we are Sothos. We are Daungs, they are Kwenas, and we ask ourselves, without him, brothers, we are a family, but you are a Kwena and I'm a Daung. How, where? This is my grandmother, his mother, my uncle's mother. This is Anpuna. The family that we say we don't know them, but they are a family. We invited him. We said, Uncle, please, you are the one who is now here. Explain to us what's happening here. Because this one I see, she's not my sister by family. But she is, you say she's my sister. Yes, it's Matirito. This is Matirito, it's where they all grew up in. This is his husband.
And that old man with his wife, they were the people who were related to my father.
All of them, they were from different places. But when they got under the roof of Ndate Butani, they were all children of that house because they didn't have parents. The other one would say, are you a family with Mark? Mark is a colored guy. And he is my family. And I think we inherited that because me too, I've got 2 children here who I don't know them. I just found love with him. I saw that they are sick and I took them in.
The family that raised us actually were people from Lesotho.
Simon's connection to Lesotho became a lifeline to any anti-apartheid activists who needed to flee the country to avoid persecution.
When we worked together, it was the time when we used to take people from this end and to Lesotho, organizing people, hunting for people who are going to exile so that we can help them. crossing the river because some of them, they don't know where to cross.
We used to be together with this old man, Utatuntanga. He was the best swimmer. He could, when the rivers were full there, he was the one who was swimming. Here, Tele Bridge was a very troublesome bridge.
They were just in the hands of the police and being arrested. So we were working against the police as well.
Sometimes I go to Elsie's to go and fetch some weapons in Elsie's there to come and give it to these boys here. Sometimes I'm going to Langa. I've got relatives there. Sometimes I go to Nyanga East. As I'm there, I'm also collecting people who wants to cross. And I had to go underground, not to be known. My name was no longer to be used. I was only known as that Ntwana. Where's that Ntwana? Where is that? When is that Ntwana coming back? That used to be my name. They used me Ntwana. I was the one who take all these kids to the exile.
As a struggle veteran who fought on the front lines, Simon assumed he would get a special military pension. However, with thousands like him, he has become entangled in a bureaucratic process that cannot verify his ex-combatant status.
People from the port in Cape Town ask the people at Worcester, and the people of Worcester doesn't know the surname. They are so sorry they don't know Bahumis. I went into tears. Oh, I went into tears. I was surprised that, ow, can it be that I am not known in Worcester? Ha, 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 ha. Yes. Silapho ingqakapo sinayo khona. Oh, sitsala nzima.
Esifuna urhulumeni asibonelele.
Hayi sitsala nzima kakhulu.
Though I am like this today, I am very proud of it because I worked for this country. I worked for this emancipation.
It is a pain that I don't know what is ever going to take this away.
Simon has stayed in contact with other struggle veterans. They meet when they can to connect and offer support. Friends like Eric Dumpis and Dr. Kenneth Jacobs are still active in politics.
But Asai, you know, this is a general, well, it's fairly general problem. If we just look around Makweni and Wellington, where your members of Umkhonto were Sizwe, where many of them, they're really struggling to make a living.
This is my very close friend. I know him when I met him 1959 in Worcester. Yahamba le friendship yethu ke sathi sike sazongena nakwezepolitiki mna naye. So ngo-1960 uye wabanjwa ke yena. Wavalelwa. Unyaka ke lo ke mna ke endabalekayo ke ngawo. Ndayokutsho e-LCs. Ndabuya 1961. Saphinda sahlangana mna naye. Izwe ke mna ke ndajoyina khona ke i-MK ngoDisemba nge-16 sika-1961. Siye satrayina ke naye ngorilla warfare. Ukukhulula ke isizwe esisethu.
So I've known him many years and I have asked some questions around him, and I am very convinced that he had played an active part in the liberation of our country.
Eric Dumpis still owns the property he bought as a base for some Umkhonto Sizwe combatants and as a place to hide their weapons.
We used to be together here a lot, and we made use of this place very much because it was our hideout place. That's where we could hide all our guns. Mostly it was trees up here, forest or a tree. So it was very much covered by all those trees.
We had a big a table here, big round table. Some of them were under this big table here because we had shelves here. Person who was coming in here, he couldn't say there are weapons here. It would be a table that was sitting here and, you know, enjoying ourselves. In this small room, there was a big hole on the ground where we used to put some of the weapons here. Also on that side, there was a hole there. So that's why I decided to make my own room here. It's all my memories. Where are they? You see this box? We used to put handmaids here. And put it in the big hole in that room. Our mission, it was a guerrilla warfare to liberate our people from the system.
But we were the people who knew that we are fighting for this. We knew that we are doing something good.
Those people today they don't know us. We had some cadres who were in the Robben Island, who were from our own hands, from 1963, 68, 70s, 80s. We were known that time because we have been, you know, pulling this mission. When this liberation comes, it's where we never been recognized. Everyone here in Paarl, Worcester, Elsis River, they know me about what I'm talking about today.
Oh, yes.
They don't know us when we were supposed to be benefiting. We fought not aiming to nothing to win the revolution. The difference today is the revolution of stomach. You must do the revolution of benefiting you and your family.
Oh, yes. When we came from Sakisdorp to Ikwezi location, we started to have our own house, and it has been very, very tough. I started working being a young boy. About 12 years I was working here and there. All these firms in Worcester knows me.
At the age of 73, having supported his family his whole life, Simon is still working. His current business is selling herbal remedies from Lesotho, which help to fight diseases like diabetes, cancer, low blood pressure, and arthritis.
Simon Bahumi is my uncle, my mother's brother. I grew up without a father. He is, or he was, my father, because there is no other father that I know. He was there for me from childhood till now. Is someone who wanted his things right. He wanted his things on time. Everything was supposed to be on time. That is how I grew up, and I got that from him. Without the foundation that he gave us, or me, I don't know where should I be. We are 5 brothers. My mother had 5 sons. As we were boys, all of us were boys. My mom thought this one was going to be a girl. That is why, before he was born, she bought girl clothes.
Okay.
Wow.
And another sad story that makes me all the time to cry. It was when the younger brother to this gentleman next to me here was shot here next to Robertson Road. This was the place that we were working up here, all bushes around here, and this was the place exactly where they happened to shoot this young man.
We came here to close the main road. We knew that the cars that are passing on this road were whites only. Most of them were whites, and it was at night.
I was also here that night with Eric Dampis. We were having weapons, we were busy. But unfortunately, they had to shoot him then.
I was older than him. As I was in these things of politics, I didn't want him to get involved. We as kids don't always listen to the older ones.
And he was the first student. He was the first student to be shot in Zweletemba.
This was his funeral, where the family came together here.
Ntate Bahumi has one son, but is father and mentor to many, including Chief Fadana, who has been acting as an advisor with regards to Simon's military pension application.
This is my house. This is where I'm staying. By the time I was in Johannesburg, I used to stay with this gentleman. Next to me there is Kaiser Mutaung. The other one is Ivan Koza. The one on top there is Nzeku, a young man that I took from Worcester to go and be with those gentlemen down there. We used to stay together, work together, we had businesses together, until I decided to come back and look after my old lady. I'm having this room here. They keep on telling me that you are now short of a certain document, and a certain document, and a certain document. Umkhonto Sizwe Military Veteran Association. Office of the Provincial Secretary, Western Cape. This is it.
This is the endorsement letter of the provincial verification of Umkhonto Sizwe as a member of MK. This is the National Service Certificate of Umkhonto Sizwe, fully blue.
These are all that the government wanted, that we must go around getting it for them. And they even said that now it's enough, Mr. Bahumi. You have got everything now. These are the documents that they've been talking about. Why should these documents be here? Why should I have them? Ooh. This is where we are. Not knowing where you are.
Simon has shown the same determination that got him through the struggle years. Yet, although he's been informed that he has all the required documentation, he is still waiting the approval of certification as an MK veteran.
I had an opportunity one time with the Abatembu. They took me to Parliament because I'm their advisor, and their king wanted us to go and introduce ourselves in Parliament. When we got to the Mr. Speaker in Parliament, Tato Motshekga, we were supposed, each and everybody, to express himself, tell us what he thinks that the government's not doing good or not. I start talking about the pension that I couldn't get to. Until Mr. Motshekga would say, no, it's enough, Mr. Bahumi, now, it's enough. That is where it ended in Parliament. But even now, we don't know where it ended up.
This one is the letter. He was from Pretoria, who was rejecting me in a special pension. This one. The reason of rejecting, according to the information on the file, you were not in the full-time service. That is the rejection. At least five years, and therefore, you do not qualify for a special pension. Two of us, we are more than 50 years now involved. This one is the verification of MK membership. Yeah. This one, it was signed by my commander. Endorsement of Eric Dampies receiving a special pension. This served to confirm that Eric Dampies is a member of African National Congress, a former military wing, Umkhonto Sizwe. He has served in the ranks of Umkhonto Sizwe. The MK doesn't reject us, that we are not. But the verifiers in Pretoria is the people who are rejecting us.
Mandela, Mandela, Soko.
The people who knows me can tell you about my effort, what I did for these kids, and what I did for the organization as well. Helping a lot of people. Every month, and I'm taking food, I'm taking monies down there.
You ask him about Nation Bahumi. You ask him about Simon Bahumi. You ask him about Marshall Bahumi. They will tell you what is our effort in Zwele Themba. But, well, if it's that we must not get the money, well, I say it's okay, because he grew me up to take care of myself. Like he's saying, my younger brother died. We didn't join, or we didn't do this for ANC for money. We didn't do it for money. We do it for the situation that was there.
Government has made many attempts because the period was closed and reopened and closed and reopened again now until 2015, I think April 2015.
Yeah, definitely we hope that things of that nature might come up and help us out. Many attempts has been made by Simon Buti Bahumi. Until such time I decided to sit down. That's where Eric Dampis came to fetch me. No, you can't sit like this, Mr. Bahumi. I know that you have been active. Please stand up and do something.
We have the Department of Military Veterans. I think there needs to be maybe a more community participation within the communities by that department.
Me and him, we are falling in the very same category. We are forgotten, but I'm still strong. I can still console him and the others too, because the struggle still goes on.
The young people can feel it. Our youth are unemployed. You don't have to speak Karl Marx for them to understand that there is a struggle.
We are not free yet. We are still fighting to be free.
Maybe Mr. Bahumi, we're getting him involved now. We're bringing him back into becoming an active participant in the politics and within his community and within the civics organization. And once he's very active, maybe he would feel different from how he feels now.
It was something in us that we've got to fight and help the organization to get through so that we can conquer the apartheid regime.
ANC is there for everybody. That is now the reason that makes me to come back also. So we are looking forward that the government must pay attention to people like myself. I am prepared to stand anywhere to state that. Why can't I be recognized